to the people, sonny. Let's say hello to the peoples. And we are live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Coffee and Conversations. Make sure y'all grab y'all coffee, tea, hot beverage of choice. And let's get into these conversations. How are y'all doing this morning? Let me grab my phone. Well, it's on the charger. Man, I tell you, it is Winning Wednesday. Winning Wednesday, which I say hump day. It is hump day. Getting over the hump of the week. Man, listen. How was y'all evening? Hey, Melissa. Good morning, Queen. Child, I have to get some of this coffee in me this morning. And I'm going to be out of here. I got a 10 o'clock hair appointment, y'all. So,
what time?
10 o'clock. So,
we'll be out of here at 9:30. Get 30 minutes today.
Man, listen. How is y'all morning going? How is y'all morning going? The apostle is coming in a second. She is right here. I'm telling you. Isn't it hard to get up sometimes in the morning? Your body is like, your mind is like, girl, you got to get up. But your body is like, no, not yet. And so it's a constant fight between the mind and the body.
You deserve to sleep.
Every morning.
You deserve
And it's
to
like, girl, get up. I'm like, no, okay, I got to. But here I am. So, I even got my robe on, y'all. You know I got somewhere to go. Where's my robe? It's upstairs. I ain't gonna. I know. I'm like, I'm gonna run upstairs and get it. I did have it on when I came downstairs to answer the door. I threw it off to get dressed. I forgot to put it back on.
It's my real robe.
Honey, Byron is sick of that robe. My mother talking about, when you gonna change that robe? I said, never. Never.
It ain't broke.
Shoot. I said, Precious bought me this robe. I never got it. I said, I tried to change it out.
Too. What they talking about?
She said, I'm sick of you in that robe. I said, Ma, that's the look for the show now.
You say it's still listen, I don't even got on my robe, so I guess it works out. Good morning.
I'm like, leave my robe alone, honey. It's nice and comfortable. Ooh.
Let me get over to you. I'm back. You know when I get in here, the way my hair be hairy, I'll be having to change.
Girl, my hair is so.
I'll be having to change the thing because when I put this bun up, honey, I gain another maybe 4 or 5 inches. You can call me 5'8" with my hair up.
Oh Lord!
If you gonna count the top. Once again, we have nothing to talk about, but everything to talk about.
Nothing but everything.
It's Winning Wednesday. How you winning out here?
That part.
Perfect.
How you winning out here? What you doing to be winning out here?
I got 2 more days before my baby graduate college. 2 more days.
I'm glad y'all changed the venue though.
Oh, I'm so glad for my whole life.
I think that's great.
It gave me a soul breath and fresh air. Oh my God.
I think that was
it's perfect. Perfect. Because it's got a 70% chance of raining. And so we were going to be.
At that too. I was like,
and she was like, when Essence called me, she's like, Ma, it's at 80% now.
Oh, damn.
I'm gonna have, It went from like 30
it was like
to
30
50 to 70
it's weathering
to 80. So it's guaranteed rain on Saturday. So we was doing her graduation party. So we moved the location. Praise God. God is so amazing. I'm just saying, honey. That's the hot topic on Winning Wednesday. When God shows up. In the midst of a storm, honey.
In the midst of a situation,
to give you some peace.
And it was a on-time opening.
Look, I need that I Choose Me spin today.
That meditation.
I need that
take your mind to another place.
Yes, honey.
We need that get out.
Let's see how it tastes.
I'm telling you, I was like, I need some coffee in me. I need this coffee all up in me.
This coffee is so good. Melissa, you see this at Muck you got me. This thing keep it hot.
Oh yeah, it do. It keeps it hot too.
Even though it's warm, because we had it
sit. Oh Lord, and you can't put that in no mic.
I know. I'm gonna have to put it in a cup and then put it. So, what y'all want to talk about today? What's y'all plans?
What y'all got going on?
How do y'all elevate as the kids get older? What are your plans for empty nesters? Let's talk about that.
Ooh,
you got kids. What are your plans as an empty nester? Are you dreaming about your future? Because you know, when we're in our now, we're always dreaming about, getting to the place. We dream about the family. Some people dream about the marriage. These days, I don't know what people dreaming about. But average, it was you wanted to have the family, you wanted to have the marriage, you wanted to have the house and the car and the life. So the real question is, at this point, when you know that your kids are aging, do you have a plan for what you will be doing when they are adults, right? So it's like that's an easy timeline. Whatever your youngest kid is, you know how many years you got. So what plans do you have for your life after you no longer have the responsibility and the guidance at that level for your kids? Did you decide for you what's next? Have you been working on your what's next? Because a lot of people get to the point and they don't know what to do. Now, I'm talking as if I only have one kid, so I'm not coming to the what's next, but it does make me think for the people who are sending out graduates. And, a lot of times when I would do the speaking, I found out that a lot of the relationships don't last past the kids leaving because their whole life was dedicated to them and what they was doing, and they didn't spend time getting to know each other and grow each other and deal with each other. So the real question is, do you have plans for the life after kids?
Oh Lord.
So BC is before children, BA is after the kids are grown, right?
ACG. After kids grown.
After the kids is grown.
No, AKG. Kids. I'm talking about C.
I'm
talking about children.
Yeah. As long as it makes sense.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, that's a good point. Kia, what is your plan?
Oh, Hannah.
You don't have no plans?
Girl, you know what's so crazy? I don't think I was that person that ever was like, oh, I want this car and
I ain't talking about that.
And then it's like,
yeah.
I just had kids, and then it's like, okay, I gotta raise them. And now it's like, I don't know. I never really thought about what I wanted to do.
And you see, that's why I do that with the vision board.
I'm gonna just
that's a plan. That's a plan. The plan is to travel more. That's a plan. That's a real plan. So I didn't say they have to be this whole philosophical next level. I'm writing my book. I'm going to. I'm like you know what are the things that you desire? I always say right now I ain't grown because my plans need plans. Anything that me and my husband do, we have to make plans for our plans because we have kids, and kids make you not grown. Kids make you not. Your life is not your own. You don't have the freedom to just go in the moment.
But my husband ain't about all of that life. But you
don't think he'll be ready to travel when y'all both retired?
Oh, if he was retired, I think just working stops him from really, because he'd be so tired.
Yeah. You ever thought because he drives, like y'all can go? See, I always thought like, okay, so in the very beginning of my marriage, Chef Ron, he was a truck driver, so he would go from different places. I remember Essen's first birthday, he had to go to Rhode Island.
Oh, he's not over the road.
So we drove with him. No, I was always saying that I thought it would be fun. Like because me and Nene and Tutu, me and Essence, right, we rode with him on certain trips. And it was fun, and it was me and Essence. So Essence's first birthday, he didn't want to not be with her for her first birthday, and even though he came back, but so we went with him so that on her birthday, he could celebrate her birthday. Yeah, that's amazing, right? So we rode with him, and I was thinking, like, when I see people, I'm like, man, if maybe it's because I just like our time, that I was like, I would like to see the world, right? Because you could stay at different places. It's open road. You don't have no responsibilities. For me, I'm like, everybody want to go out the country. I ain't barely been in all the states. And when I went to Rhode Island, it was like a different world. When you go to PA, it's states that we are in proximity that we just don't go to. They say, I never been to, what is it that they say is so beautiful?
Paris?
No, I'm talking about in America, in the United States. Is it Seattle? They said Seattle is amazing, right? You got, so it's so many different places within the globe that we just never been. So I always thought, like, if you had a man that was open, was a driver, because I just was saying, I always remember when my dad was driving, I was thinking that, if we were empty nesters at the time, that I would have definitely went on a road with him, because they make paper, you make bank on a road. So now y'all with each other while y'all making money, enjoying each other, because all y'all really doing is spending time together. And then in every city, you get to go check a new restaurant. You staying at a new room. We like hotel rooms. That's when you have the best sex. So now you got a room. So I'm just thinking about,
all over here.
I'm
what
just
state
thinking,
haven't we covered yet? Let's bless it.
So I'm thinking, well, okay, we could do it in every state. Like, there are things that I feel like you could add to your life that can really, just to think about it. Because it's like, why would you be there and there? Like, your whole life, you was so busy providing, so busy having to split your time for responsibility. Because in responsibility, you got to go. I can't be where you at making money. You can't be where I am trying to make sure the kids are clean, safe. It's a teamwork to make sure they grow up and everybody does their part. But once it goes back to when it was just us, when we could just get up and go, when you go, I meet, I go, I see, it's a whole different freedom. So it's like, do people go back to that place that they started when they first got married? Because before you had the children, you clearly was having fun time together. You clearly was doing things and hanging out and all of that good stuff, if that makes sense.
You know what I realized sitting here? Y'all dynamic is different than my dynamic with Byron, of course. Y'all are so used to being together. I don't know.
Yeah, that might be too much. Some people say it's too much.
You and Rondell already know. Kia is gonna get up and just go, don't ask nobody nothing, and be like, come with me or nothing. I'm just the person.
Yeah, you're a loner.
I'm a loner. So it's like, I would want Byron to probably come with me, but not probably everywhere. Cause it's like, we not, like, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I need to be by. I'm not that person.
I got it.
It's like,
that's hot.
I would love to just I'm just not that person.
Yeah, I can receive that. I think I'm just a I don't know.
No, y'all both like it.
Yeah. Cause I'll be sitting there and be like, you gonna ride with me? And I'm like, you want me to ride with you? Okay.
Yeah, see, and Byron would be like, come with me to the grocery store. Come on, baby, we gotta go to it. And I'll be like, okay. He'd be like, you ain't gonna come. I'm like, I don't feel ain't in the mood. Like, Like you
now, even if I'm like, I don't feel like moving right now, if he asks me if I want to ride, I know that means he want me to ride. So I don't take it as if he really asking. Right. Because if he didn't want me to ride, he wouldn't have asked me to ride. He just run out. So in the moment that he'd be like, you want to ride with me? At first I'd be like, I'm running to get my stuff, because
like,
that means that you really want me to go with you. He's not going to be like, oh, I need your time, because he's a man. But when he says, do you want me to ride? My answer is yes, because he wants me to ride.
So he obviously wants
me to ride. So it's, it's not like, we all comfortable, of course. Nobody really moving, but it's just.
That makes me feel bad now.
No, but then you can get better, right? Because you're still in a relationship. That's what relationships are about.
But then it's like,
when you think, because any other time you just run and go.
Just get up and go. But if
you want to go with me? That means he wants you to come.
He wants my company today.
Yeah.
I gotta pay attention. I gotta really, really pay attention.
Yeah. So that's what I had to learn. Because sometimes, even when I'm gone, I was like, and I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, I didn't realize, but he want me to go.
Right.
He wouldn't have asked me, because when he don't want me to go, he going. He'd be like, I'll be right back.
I'll be back. Exactly.
He said, I'll be right back. All right. But if he say, do you want to ride? That is his way of saying, I want you to ride. Yeah. Like, hey, Nancy. Hey,
yo. I'm chilling, baby. I'm not. You talking about Nancy? Byron said he is not even coming to your dinner, honey. He is not going all the way to Fayetteville for no Oscar when he got one around the corner.
He's the realest. I cannot take him.
So I'm still trying to prep him, girl, but you know, he is stuck in his ways. He like, y'all don't drive every day. I do. Y'all don't jump up and wow.
No, that's
I said, babe, it's not about it's her. It's for a reason. Me and mom trying to talk to him, girl, but I don't know. Daddy gonna have to drive us, girl.
Oh, your daddy gonna drive you?
He gonna be like, I ain't come all the way from the beach.
That's what, see? It's all the same, huh?
But
y'all better get on that bus. The train don't go there.
Nancy, just come here so we could go around the corner.
No, we all could go around the corner. We all could go.
Go to the Olive Garden around the corner, good. Honey.
It'll be deep. Girl.
Molly.
We in danger, girl.
I'm in danger, girl.
But that's the thing about, that's what I love about Byron. He prepares you early on. Now, it don't matter what you think you could do.
Last night, child.
It don't matter how much you want to change his mind. You can't get mad because he didn't set you up for expectation. You hope.
I'm hoping
that he gonna change his mind.
We working on it, girl.
Right. You won't receive his realness, right? Because his realness is, I
done told you, girl.
I drive all day, every day. I mean,
I'm going 3 hours say that too.
And I'll be like, you gonna need to drive me. Be like, I'm always driving. I'm driving here. I'm like, okay, so you like to drive, don't you? That's what I was thinking. Well, you can't drive for me though. You can drive for man.
You can drive for the man, but girl, yes. We don't have one on Faye. Good morning,
mommy. Good morning, Mama Faye. We don't got nothing. We just talk about everything.
Talk about whatever you want to talk about, honey.
Yes, we were just saying that, you know, a lot of times our kids are growing up. We just talking about, you know, with Essence graduating on Friday. And I was just thinking, do you plan for a life after the kids? A lot of us don't plan for life after the kids. And while we know how old everybody is, and like I said, Essence is not my last. I still got 4 more years to go. But technically, she's moving on the corner. She's the manager of our house. She's very responsible. She'll be 30, 22. So technically, oh my God. Oh, is that?
This is Jalen's first birthday party. But I'm sorry,
but technically, listen. Mom, what's your plans? What were your plans as an empty nester? Now you definitely finally got your dream to live in Jamaica. But what were your plans? Like when my kids grow up, I'm going to do this. When I no longer have the responsibility, well, all my money has to go to them, other than when I want to, right? It ain't my burden. Like if my kids got a trip, I gotta figure it out. Well, if Essence called daddy and all that, he gotta figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God. Look at you. You talk about girl, you look like a little kid.
I said, look at Essence and Nene. Then that's why I said you have all 3 of them now. Exactly.
Yeah, I had all my kids.
Pictures, honey. That's why I said when you look at pictures, I said so all 3 of them was young.
Yeah, they were young.
So I'm like, when you said that, I was like,
people don't understand when I say honey, at one point I had 4 kids under 4 at the same time. Now I didn't realize while I was raising them, I think I would have drove me crazy realizing. But and Tutu,
was there at the party.
And look how little everybody is. Yeah. Because so Tutu, how old was Jalen?
1.
So that means Tutu's 1.
Lord Jesus.
Because they the same age, right? How many a month?
Yeah, Jalen was March.
Tutu. Yeah, Tutu.
What's her birthday?
November.
So Jalen, she was born in November, and then Jalen was in March.
Yes, there you go. So they're not in the same year; they're just months apart. So right. So she was 1. That would make Neve 3.
Oh Lord.
And that would make Essence 7.
7, 3, and 1.
And then the twins came.
Oh, Lord.
So she won. So a year later, the twins came. So that way, I had a twins. A 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and then Essence was 8. So I had an 8-year-old. So that's not that old.
No.
I have an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old. Well, I had a partner the whole time. And thank God. But we had a 8-year-old, we had the 4-year-old, we had the 2-year-old, and then the twins. That was our life. I told y'all the story about the lady coming to show up on me out of nowhere. Yvette, love Miss Yvette, where she at? But anyway, she had fell off, and she didn't know. She hadn't seen me in over a year. And she's a bus driver, and she happened to have a route where she remembered me last staying. So she parked her bus over there, walked around to knock on the door to see if we were still there. And she know I'm a New Yorker, so when she came in, we had the double bumbo seats. Nene and Tutu, since they were 4 and 2, they had Dora desks. So they had the desk they sit up in. So I had all that like in the living room because then I keep them all in one place. So the swings was there, the little vibrating chairs, then the Dora desk that they sit in was right there. And so, Ramblewood was not big, so that was a living room, looked like a classroom. So when she walked in the door, she was like, "Girl, you is always doing stuff. You doing here now. You open up a daycare." To this day, that is the funniest thing somebody has ever said to me. She said, "Girl, you is a go-getter. You doing here now. You got a whole daycare." I said, "Girl, this is not a daycare.
These are mine.
These are my kids." I remember my dear friend that went to jail and came out. He said, "Dog, when I left, you had 1. You got 5 kids." That was quick. It's like it happened every night. Every 2 years, I was getting pregnant. Something had to change.
It was a 4-year stretch, and then every 2 years.
And then so we thought we was. I don't know what I thought we were because we wasn't on nothing. The only time
was like
in that 4 years that we were on something after Essence was just for the 6. So we got married in the living room when she was 6 months old, but then we had a formal wedding. Yeah. And I know when I get pregnant, I get 6. So the only time I did birth control was that 6 months that I was planning a wedding because I was like, there's no way I can get pregnant because there won't be no wedding. I'll be like, oh, well, y'all have a good time. She laying on the back bed. I can't do nothing even I wanted to. So I had to make sure I was on birth control. So that was the only time. And then next thing I know, 1 year passed, Essence by herself, 2 years. We get used to Essence is getting 4, 3 years. I'm telling my husband, what are you doing? Why are you buying her diamond? Why are you buying her oil? She got different colors. So I was the one like, you don't waste because I already think I raised kids. So I know that. This your first kid? No, actually. It's not. It's technically first came out, but I got an opinion about waste. Because I learned, you learn, so it became a thing. Like, they're going to grow out of it. You learn from life, from your experiences, listening to your parents. And the money going to burn a hole in you. But you're like, no, you can't wait. So it's all recycled information. Yeah, you got her. He had her. It was his baby. It was his first born. He was in love. We both actually wanted a girl.
First, yeah.
So we were. I mean, he was in love with her. We were in love with her. I mean, we in love with all of our kids.
With each other.
We was in love with each other. So it was just a love fest.
It's a love fest.
But every 2 years, it was like, this is ridiculous. After Neve, I was shocked. Not that we wasn't doing it, but I was shocked.
Yeah.
But we was doing it every day. I always say we did really good to have sex every day, unprotected. And married, let's put that in there.
A 4 year
for us to be together this long, we only had 4 pregnancies. Yeah. You know what I mean? We didn't, praise God, we didn't have no miscarriages. We didn't abort any in the beginning. It was just whatever it was. And so with all of that frequency, I think we did pretty good by the numbers. So while I said, boy, I had 4, it could have been more. I'm telling you,
they had them big families back in them days. Like, we talking about, our grandparents, 9, 13. My mom's mom had they had
the womb was my womb was active from 21, a month shy of my 21st birthday. I had Essence at 20. So I had her in June, and then in August I turned 21. I didn't even drink on my 21st birthday. I was a little bit years back before, because then I was breastfeeding, and then I was momming it, and then so I probably came back to myself maybe when I hit my 30s, because at that point everybody was getting more. But a little bit, more like 35 because remember, the twins was born when I was 29, and that was on me too because I told God, listen, I told Wandale, not God, but God be in my business. I was like, honey, because we had the 3 girls. I said, well, don't come by 30. I ain't having because I'm not raising kids my whole life. I started early. We started early. We started at 20. Mm-hmm. We already have 3 kids. What don't come out by 30? That's it. That's gonna be my deadline to go tie it up, clip it up, because life happens, and I just don't want to feel like I'm already raising kids my whole life. I have to put boundaries on myself. So fast forward, 29, when Chef Ron turned 30, I was 29. We went on that cruise for his birthday, and I came back pregnant with twins. That part. God said, okay, keep the puppy. So you 29 and I got 1 year. I guess I got to get 2 in. So that was my fault. Get it going. I had to cry to him like, I can't believe you did this to me, God. But let's go back. What's did Melissa say?
Lord have mercy, Melissa. She said the one plan I have for after the kids is to road trip around the country with Nate for a month.
Oh man,
y'all is 2 road trippers.
Yep, because that's what me and Chef Ron got the plan. Yes.
Okay.
Well, he wants to be on the motorcycle.
Oh wow!
And he wants to go up the coast, I guess, up toward Cali, not Cali. I'm trying to think which direction he want to go. But anyway, he definitely wants to when the kids, he said 50. When he turns 50, he wants to do that.
And she said, I also want to relocate to our forever home, a nice 4-bedroom home with some land for gardening and building a swanky tree house for me to be creative in. Those are my post-children dreams.
I swear, that's so beautiful because what it does, having dreams after children gives you life after that major purpose, right? Because bearing children and raising them and guiding them, that's very purposeful. It's very intentional. It's actually an assignment because it is the one thing that you're required to do for 18 years straight. So it is a sentence, right? It is a complete sentence, right? With a period. And so how you word the sentence is what you get out of it. So I think that taking the time to dream beyond that gives you a certain vibration for the next season of your life, right? Because a lot of times kids happen to us. I don't know how many people plan as much, but majority, some people plan, but for the people that it just happened to, you was thrust into a reality in which you had to just show up and be who and what you can be. And then after that, after that reality set in and you shifted, the next thing is what? You. Because you came before them and you're going to come after them. They come through you. They don't belong to you. It's not your lifetime assignment. And for the parents who don't have a plan after their kids, then you end up in their business too much. You end up too concerned about what God is doing with them because you haven't allowed him to now for you to grow into what you need to do. And so sometimes you have to really put you in position to give yourself the life you ever dreamed of, because in a lot of cases you shouldn't and can't do it when you have them. Otherwise, it jeopardizes their development. Irregardless of what your dreams are, irregardless of what you want, when you have a child, you cannot, it's your job to be a part of their development. God trusted you to guide them. So you don't get the pass to be like, well, this is my dream, this is what I want. Ain't about what you want. It's what you planned for, what you prepared for, what you chose. It's choices. Ain't too many Virgin Marys out here. That was a choice. You made a decision. And many of us keep on making the same decisions. And it's like, so that is our job to realize that you had to show up to the plate. And then once the plate is now over, now you can dream about this stuff. I'm not saying you can't dream simultaneously, but you got to be real with where you are.
Be present with the kids of the rearing of the kids.
Yes.
So that they can have great memories as they get older. And then that's how you break generational curses.
That's how you break generational curses.
Dad ain't there, the mom ain't there, I ain't do that, I ain't there. So you make sure that they get all of that stuff so that when they get older, I'm sure they're going to have some stuff to say anyway.
Absolutely. That's what I said. Every kid is going to have a problem.
Every kid is going to have something.
Because they don't understand. They don't understand what it requires. Everybody.
Until they become a parent and now they be like, whoa.
Yes. Every single kid. I don't care how good a job you think you did. They're gonna have, it's gonna be something.
That part.
Because it's their perspective. And if God didn't give them discourse, they wouldn't have a course, if that makes sense. So in the discourse from our thing gave me a course. The discourse from whatever happens with my kids, no matter how much we try to do this, and that, there's gonna be a discourse. It's gonna be a pushback because it's set up for the pushback. Because nobody's perfect. Now you can be intentional about the pushbacks.
I'm also looking forward to hopefully being a grandma. There really is no post kids. We never stop being parents no matter how old they get. I look forward to helping them during their adult years at a whole new level. I don't know why. All these thoughts are getting me weepy, emotional. Not sure where that's coming from, girl.
Well, I guess it's evolution, right? Because you never stop being.
Because them babies leaving home, Melissa.
Yeah.
You are the baby mama, the baby mommy. So when them kids get older, leave you gonna be emotionally afraid.
Yeah, because I already was saying the essence. Oh Lord, we about to be crying. Get ready for the tears.
I was thinking that yesterday too when I was reading.
Oh, you know.
I said, they gonna be boo-hooing.
We gonna be boo-hooing. I was boo-hooing when she high school.
The high school.
Right? Because it's our first baby. It's our first example of what we did. You know what I'm saying? As really what we did, and her graduating summa cum laude with 0 debt, and in the honor society. She got an honor society degree she got the business school degree she got the
well accomplished.
Yes, and it's so just like accolades. We did that.
I mean,
because if she was in jail, we'd be like, "Oh, what they been doing? Ain't nobody paying attention."
But y'all did that, and
we did that, and she,
focused and headstrong and just doing the damn thing.
Doing the damn thing.
She did the damn thing. Like excellent. Like
excellent. Yeah. Teamwork make the dream work.
That part right there.
Teamwork make the dream work. And I think it was, and like I said, I could think to the programs because she's graduating with a business marketing major, minor in Mandarin. So she's speaks Chinese. So that's her field. But I remember when Rondell Chef Ron was putting her in a program, she didn't want to be in a program. And he was like, no, you have to get rounded. You have to be in different things. And at that point, she wanted to be an accountant.
Okay. She liked them.
And she hate math now. No, she was, I guess she thought that was what she liked until it started going in and she over the math. But she was like, she told herself she wanted to be an accountant because she had no access to nothing. Mm-hmm. And because he put her in that program, that was a marketing program.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Gotcha. Now she's about to work for Truist in their marketing in a very good position, right? At 21 because a program that she got placed in through parenting. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. Because parenting is what we do. If you want them to have the best of all, you have to give them access. You don't know what you don't know. And because she went in, she thrived in it. She was scholar. She went out and we went to different programs. Changed her whole world, changed her whole major. Got her a job out of college. They signed her up in August from Truist before the year started because she was interning in that area and it all started from a place she didn't even want to go. Right. So that's why I said people can have, I love all the stuff that they're doing, but parenting is what gives you the guidance to know what you can do and have the support to go after it. Yeah. That's the other part of parenting. It don't matter how great I am. If the support system is not putting me in positions where my time is my time, because that's what she did. Right. She didn't have to do nothing but study, go to work, and come home. Everything else was provided, so it didn't take her outside of her box where she couldn't concentrate on who she was and what her role was. She was able to discover herself early. Many of us got to discover ourselves late because we may not have the same access. That's why it's very important to pay attention, to give that type of time. And it's called a sacrifice. It ain't easy. We could have both been working and living a certain lifestyle, but it's a sacrifice because of those spaces and spaces
they need for life. I can't tell you how many aha and ooh, I got it now moments I had. Once I had my own kids, no one gets it till they have their own kids. I'm the first one to admit I'm one of those. And you, Kia?
Yeah, Kia.
Kia, I think you're right. It's the pre-empty nest syndrome creeping in on me. I remember 2 years ago when I sent the kids to their first day of school, Precious had to spend the whole day on the phone with me. I was a wreck. I got to the carpool line 2 hours early to wait for them to get out of school that day.
I'm trying to tell you.
I already knew because I could tell how you is, girl. I'm like,
and I had to work through it because I'm like, it's that release, right? It's you being overwhelmed, and this is a time for you to gain composure. Give them a world. You have a world, and then y'all have something to talk about, and then you get to see them grow. And I know it's scary because they were staying home their whole life, so she's never even sent them. But then when she finally let go, then it was like, oh, there were the kids, and then she was enjoying the time that she had to prepare better for them, and and then it was more of a team, right? A team effort. So I'm glad that she got past that and didn't be like, oh no, I can't take it. That's the part of growth, right? Because it's not what people say to you. It's nothing for me to just say it, but it's more important that you apply it and transform through it so that you can get the life that you deserve. And she deserved to be a mom that was full. She deserved to be okay with letting them go because they will come back. She deserved that peace. And that a lot of times, especially being a stay-at-home mom, it's hard for you to see it like that because you're like, that's my role. That's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard, but we grow past that thing, and she did. And look, now she's like the school mom. She's taking a trip, so now she gets to have even more fun that she don't got a plan.
Lord have mercy. If I didn't have Precious that day, I would have been on the floor in a fetal position crying all day. That was a huge adjustment for me. When they move out, I'm going to need you both for that one. Girl, I ain't going to be no help. You going to need Precious. I'll be like, girl, let them go.
Yeah, so I know. Well, listen. Not only is Essence going to graduate.
Okay, honey.
Not only is Essence going to graduate on the 5th, but she moves into her new place. She graduated on May 5th, and she moves into her new place on May 15th. So I'm going to have all of that in the same time. Not that I was expecting her to come back, because I've been trying to turn her room into an office so that I can really give focus. I know my focus is because I'm in the room, I'm in the bedroom, and the dingle. So I'm going to turn that room into an office.
Okay,
so
do what you need to do. Yeah, you're going to have an emotional blow-up situations. Reggie's already got the rooms planned.
Listen, but at first, that first day when I dropped her off, I cried. So I know that emotional. But that's what experience is.
That's why God put her right up the block.
Yeah, because I'm saying she's moving in her own place, but she's literally on my corner. So she couldn't even move too far. Like she literally, when we go to the grocery store, we're at her house. We can walk to her house on a nice day.
We can walk to Heritage.
Yeah, y'all can walk
to her. That's a good little exercise walk, honey. We gonna do that one day.
We going to? No, we gonna have to because we're going to cocktail hour.
Come on now.
We could walk there. Somebody gonna have to drive us back. We can make no. She gonna be cocktail. She gonna drive us back.
We gonna be lit.
She got Rondell gave her Mortician.
I can't wait
for Christmas too. I know she gonna be having them cocktails over there. We gonna have cocktails.
We already going to the club.
The Paul he be taking over Stone Derby.
Stone Derby taking over. We sewing up the block.
We got the block on fire. We know how to
got the block on fire. We got this in middle and the other, and we got it on lock over here. You got Stone Derby, child. This block is hot. This street is hot.
This street is hot.
And that's crazy how we all on the same street. Now that's crazy.
Block parties all summer. That's what I'm talking about, Melissa. They don't know nothing about no block parties. I was just telling my dad, we gotta do a block party. Man, that was it. Charlotte needs block parties.
I thought when Jalen had his little party that year and they was all in the street, I thought they like had the block.
Oh, yeah, I'm just sold up.
I said, y'all, it's really, they had the thing over there. I said, now y'all know cars need to come down there.
Now y'all know cars need to come down this street. By the time they make a complaint, the party over.
That's what I'm saying.
Put a car on that block, you got the whole block on fire.
I said, oh no.
But yes. Once again,
let's
we have to get out of here because Kia has a hair appointment.
Yes,
she's about to get this
out
done.
of control.
Y'all can't see them. Don't tell them. They can't see it, girl. They can't see no flakes.
Head and shoulders, head and shoulders. All right.
Now, block party bloodsuation. I will make the flyer.
I can't. Listen, love that word. And I hear that I laugh too, because I'm telling you.
It's a blow up situation.
That part.
Okay, let's see what I am for Winning Wednesday, because that's what this topic was just about. Think about you and what you want and how you feel like life is winning, right? Mm-hmm. And so may this card give you an I am for you to think beyond your responsibilities, but think about the responsibility that God gave to you. So what is that desire? What is that dream? What did you come to fulfill outside of bringing extra people into the world in order for them to add their piece? What is your piece outside of birth, right? Outside of parenting, just what about you? What about me?
What about me? Let's see what we got.
I am kind and I am zestful. You and that zest girl.
Girl, I am. I'm zesty.
She's zesty, girl.
Y'all know I'm a little feisty, zesty. It's a blow up situation. I
am kind. But wait, that's in.
See?
I am kind for where I'm standing. From somebody else receiving, they might not take it as kind.
Cause you zestful, girl.
Because I'm zesty with my kind. I'm zesty. But I am kind in my intention. I am kind. Nicey. Yeah, I'm nice.
Nicey.
I'm nicey. I'm feisty, nicey. But I definitely would say that in order to be kind is to be able to receive and relieve.
We're both kind and
zestful. Yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We're kind unless we in our feelings. Yeah. But intentionally.
I'm zestful in a kind way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Zestful in a kind way.
We both zestful in a kind way.
That's not what your people that call you and say, wow. When you be talking like, oh Lord, don't talk to Kia. Oh, but I is kind. No, you ain't. Don't call Kia.
Why people be wanting to call?
The same reason why I don't want to call me.
See, that's why
we're gonna keep it 100.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So be kind and be zestful to you. Be kind to yourself.
It's never to hurt no feelings. It's just what it is.
But when you are kind to yourself, you can be vulnerable to the reality in order to be kind to others, right? Yeah. You can release the misunderstandings when you are kind to yourself. So keep a sense of zest in your life and kindness, because once you feel a certain way, nobody else can change it. So, put you first.
Put you first.
Put you first.
I choose me. Hashtag
have fun
no
with that.
More excuses.
Right? Have fun with that head key. I'm about to cut the grass. Thanks for the laughs today. And yes, blow up tuition is my favorite word of all time ever. I need a shirt with that word on it.
Girl.
I think it's I think it's definitely a zesty day today.
It's a zesty day.
Honey, it's definitely a zesty day.
It was zesty yesterday. It was breezy.
It was real.
It was real zesty out yesterday. I like that word, zesty.
Listen. Zestfully. I don't even know if all the words have picked zesty. What's my other word for the Z? Is zesty and what's the other Z?
What's your other Z?
I did these cards so long ago.
Y'all get y'all cards. These are some great cards, honey, to have. Zillion. No.
Zillion.
A zillionaire. Zen. It's Zen.
It's Zen. I am
Zen.
Zen. Thank you. I am Zen.
Thank you.
That's what it says. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you, y'all.
So Zestfully Zen is a place that, you know, is intentional. You got to put yourself in a Zen place. You know, you got to not let things affect your being, right? So you guys have a great day. We are out of here. In and out. Zillion.
That I love it. Oh, I like that zillion.
Zillion. I'm Zillion.
Zestfully Zillion. It's the zzz for me.
Don't sleep on us. Look, it's a zzz, but don't sleep on me. Don't sleep on me. But
we gotta get out of here.
Further ado.
Yes.
Remember, it is a relay race, and somebody is relying on you to turn your heartbeat into a soul beat in order to leave your soul print. Because the fingerprint tells us what you got wrong in this world, but the soul print, it tells us what you got right. And what God got right is you. So remember, we don't compete, we complete. And the difference between them two words is L, because L stands for love, and love grows everything. So love yourself first. And remember, you can never turn on anybody else's light, but you can provide enough light for them to find their switch. So stay lit into this world so somebody can find their way out of the darkness. It is your responsibility. Remember, the measurement in which you have the ability to respond is your responsibility. It's one of a kind. And so without further ado, you have been tuned in to Coffee and Conversations. So don't forget to wake up and make today count. Y'all have an amazing day. We'll see you for the whole hour tomorrow. Bye-bye. Replay it. Well, this wasn't too deep. But think about it. Think about it. Think about what you want to do with yourself when you no longer... That part. We no longer have the responsibility of responsibilities to that degree. Bye-bye.